Good morning, guys. It is a chilly morning. At least the sun's out, that will help. But we haven't hit freezing yet. We still have frost on everything. And there it is. I knew I had a scraper in one of these cars. My husband may like to risk our lives and drive without scraping the windows, even though we are just on the farm, but I prefer not to. Oh, stop. They're anxious to get going. We have to head out back and check the sheep. No babies at the barn, at least not from my cameras, but I do have to feed the bottle baby. I have to feed the other sheep, and I want to get those other 3 ewes out of the jugs this morning. And then we'll see what happens after lunch. So far so good. Haven't found any deads yet. But I know I heard the coyotes last night. About 11:30 I heard them down in the creek, and my dogs went freaking nuts. So I am hoping that they kept them moving and they didn't stall once they got past the barnyard, which is what I think they've been doing, rather than running them all the way out, because they don't want to leave those babies, which is good, but it still doesn't do me any good out here. Kind of wish I had my sunglasses. It is bright, and we have frost cover everywhere. So it's very, very pretty this morning, but it is very, very bright, and I have lost my sunglasses again. I go through probably 10 pairs a year. I just lose them. I don't even know. I had them hooked on my shirt yesterday, and when I went to grab them, they were gone. So I don't know if I lost them throwing hay, moving lambs. I don't know. So I will have to go find a new pair. This is why I don't buy expensive sunglasses, because I can buy $3 sunglasses 10 times a year and still be ahead, rather than buying the really expensive ones and losing those. All right. So far, nothing. It's good, 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 good. Spoke too soon. Just found one. Oh, she's still alive. I don't know that there's a way to save her. Her throat's tore out. Crap, crap, crap. So that did not happen very long ago. I mean, it could have happened. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna take her to the barn. Never even got her to the barn. I just got her in the pickup, and there's no doubt she was blood in her lungs, fluid in her lungs. Yep, I think we're gonna spend the week, the rest of this week and the weekend hunting coyotes. And I'm gonna bring the sheep into the barn every night. I'm not gonna lose another one. I'll lock my dogs up and I'll set traps. I hate this. I just looked at the forecast for the next 10 days. Tomorrow is supposed to be our last nice day. It's supposed to be 48. And then we are not supposed to get above 33. That is Fahrenheit. Basically to the end of the 10-day forecast. I foresee needing heaters in all of my water tanks. They're already frozen this morning, but it's just like a thin layer of ice, so I was able to just break it with the hose. But yeah, it's gonna get cold. I am afraid winter is upon us. They are calling for snow both Thursday and Friday, between a 30 and 70% chance, depending on what time of the day and what day it is. So yeah, I am afraid that our nice fall days have gone away. What I am noticing that is kind of neat is that if I stand here, so these are the moms to be over behind me, and then I'm standing right here, and these are the moms that have lambed, and up here, right up here is kind of where we wanted to put another camera facing the jugs. Actually, I guess it would technically be up here facing the jugs. And I have like 2 bars of Wi-Fi. I don't remember ever having Wi-Fi in this barn, but apparently it's, and it could be the fact that the trees have no leaves, and that's why we're getting better signal, because usually we don't in here. So that is good to know. I might have to buy a booster for the summer when the trees are full of leaves, but I might get a third, I might get a 4th camera in my barn. So I did run out of my 8-way medicine. I knew I didn't have a lot left. I was hoping to be able to have enough to get everybody that was in the jugs out. So the last ewe to lamb, I did not get her vaccinated, wormed, or her baby done. And I wanted to get Holly's boy vaccinated, but I ran out of medicine. I did get the 2 ewes that lambed on Friday out. So Friday evening out, and I don't know that I'm gonna make it to town today, but I have to go to town tomorrow, so I will pick some up then, and then get the rest of everybody out tomorrow so that I don't have anybody in the jugs longer than they need to be. I am opening gates and shutting gates to bring the sheep into the feedlot, and I wasn't planning on bringing them in quite this early, but My husband just called saying he was on his way home, which reminded me that a friend of ours gave us part of their deer, and we need to process it tonight. So that's going to be not a long night, but part of the night I had completely forgot about, wasn't anticipating having to do. So sort of changed my plans a little bit. I could not have timed this better. The sheep are bringing themselves in tonight. So I think all I really need to do is push them up the alleyway. Some days, life works in my favor. Sheep are in for the night. We just cross our fingers and hope nothing gets into the pen with them. You know, I should be grateful. First off, it's not the eagles killing my sheep. It is a fixable problem that I won't go to jail for. And 3, it's been, not counting the eagles, 8 years since we've had a coyote problem. We got our first sheep in the fall of late summer, August or September, now I can't remember, of 2014. I want to say September. And we got our first livestock guardian dog in 2015. And I had to do a lot of fast talking to get my husband to agree, and now he is obsessed with the big white dogs as I am. So they have kept the coyotes. We used to have, we had a huge coyote problem. I'm not gonna lie. They would literally walk into the shop and poop on the floor, or walk down the barn alley and poop. They'd get into the horses, they'd get into the cattle. And, we had a really, really big coyote problem. Once we got our first Pyrenees, I'm not saying it was cured overnight, but it didn't take long and the coyotes disappeared. We got a neighbor down the way that she couldn't believe. She's got goats, and she hadn't lost any goats since we got our LGDs. So that is always a nice thing, that they are protecting the neighborhood. But yeah, so we've been really, really lucky that it's been probably since 2016, 2017, since we've lost anything to coyotes. That's a pretty good track record. So I am grateful and thankful for that. Let's go cut up a deer and get some meat in the freezer for the winter.